Yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Tumelo Mahome with another video. On today's video, we're gonna talk about chart patterns on the no brainer strategy. Let's waste our time, guys, and just get into it. Welcome back, everyone. The first things first, when applying the no brainer strategy, the first things you need to do is identify your trends, identify your patterns, and identify your phases. So by identifying your trends or whatever, all of them, when identifying them, you first need to go to higher time frames like 4 hour, daily, monthly if necessary, even weekly. So let's just go to our daily and see. As you all can see right now, on our USDT, you can see that this is always a bullish trend. It's always a bullish trend, like other indices as well. If you know, you know. Let's go to weekly and see. You can see, guys, this is always going up. It's always pushing for an upwards movement. So you note it down, you write it down on your whatever, you write it down that okay, this pair I'm trading right now, it's always going up, it's always pushing for an upwards movement. So you note it down, guys, because it's gonna help you when actually trading. Then to move to small time frames, you search for your patterns. Patterns are because you already know the trend, and obviously you are always looking for your buying opportunities. So it's not so necessary to look for all patterns. All you can do is that identify major patterns, like you look for your head and shoulders. If you find them, you look for them. Let's see. Okay, you see here, it can easily spot that this pair likes double bottoms. You can see there's our double bottom. You spot it, you note it down also. Okay, this pair likes double bottoms. It goes down and then forms a double bottom. At a double bottom, you know, we push for an upwards movement. Like you already know, it's always pushing for an uptrend. So obviously, whenever you see a double bottom, you buy like never before. All right, so let's look for other movement. Let's see, let's move to 4 hour and look for other movement. Can see I see an inverse head and shoulders here. Let's look for another inverse head and shoulders or a normal head and shoulder. Can see I see also here a normal head and shoulders. You see, you note it down in respect head and shoulders. Let's look for others. Can just conform with only two. You see, I see another one here, so you note it down. This pair respects head and shoulders and double bottoms, and you also know the time frames it respects. So you already know, you note it down on your 4 hour, and then you move to 1 hour and see which patterns you also see. I see an inverse head and shoulders here. You note it down too, and then look for others. See, you note it down this one, some form of a double bottom, like you note it down, guys. Whatever you see, you note it down. See head and shoulders here. Let's see, you see inverse head and shoulders. And also you note down what happens after your pattern has completed. You also note it down what happens after it has completed the movement. You see here what happens. We have an inverse head and shoulders here, but what happened after it? What happened? You see, this is where it began. Okay, it came blah 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 from a head, and then there, and then it completed. And then what happened when it completed its movement? It pushed down and formed another one head and shoulders here. And then what happened? It went down, push for down, and then form a face here, a face we call contraction. So okay, let's just keep that part for now. Let's look for, yeah, see, you note it down, guys, what happens after your pattern is completed. All right, you can see, let's look for our double bottom. What happens after a double bottom? Let's see a perfect one here. See, we have a double bottom here. it completes here around here, and then what happens? We have a phase here which is contraction also. So you note it down that after our pattern is formed and completed, we must always expect a contraction phase. A contraction phase is caused by low institutional volume, which means is that time of a session is that time where like there's no volume in the market. Okay, blah blah, cut that one. That the contraction phase is caused by low institutional volume. It means that most traders have closed their trades. People are away from the market, so there's zero volume in the market. All right, so so that's what you should always note. Okay, you see, well, that's what happens every time after your pattern is completed. You expect a contraction. See, there's a contraction, and then after contraction, obviously contraction will breed to expansion, and then expansion will lead to a trading phase. So eventually, after your pattern is formed and completed, you must expect another movement, another pattern to form. And then after it has formed, you don't form that pattern. You don't place a trade when that movement is forming. You wait for it to complete, and then you place your trade. All right. So now let's go, and then okay, let's identify our phases now, because we have identified our trend and then have identified our pattern. So let's identify our phases. All right. Okay, let's look where let's look where okay, let's look here. This one is perfect. Remember guys, for a no-brainer strategy, you always gotta use this. Alright, let's see what we got here. As you can see here, we have we've been having an uptrend from here. We've been having an uptrend. As you can see, this is our uptrend. We've been having an uptrend. So unnecessary to put it there. See, we have an uptrend. Obviously, every time the market hits this trend line, it goes up, down. Then you can see right here, just here. Okay, let me just put just right here. You can see right here. Right here, we have our contraction here. Also here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. As you can see here, we have our faces here. Okay. Right here. Right here, we have our contraction phase, and then here on the low we have our expansion phase, and then here we have our trading phase. All right. If you remember what I told you about the no-brainer strategy, we always trade on the right hand side. As you can see, this movement here from here, it's something like a head and shoulder movement. And then what you can see, what I told you, you break it in half. If you've watched my previous videos, you break it in half. Where you might think your movement started, you break it in half. You can see, man, there's something happening here. And then you can see that the market, it's actually the sellers are actually losing the strength. So you might just anticipate, okay, this is where I'm gonna break it in half. And as you can tell, uh you have you have a contraction phase right here. So eventually after a contraction phase, you expect an expansion. You do not trade an expansion. You wait, patiently wait. And then if you know like these things, you know how the market works. Obviously you know what time the market does this. You know it. At this time for these pairs is it's mostly during the Asian session, and then here it happens during the London session. Sometimes it happens at New York session. Yeah, most traders eat money, but it's not advised to trade an expansion. You see, and then you wait for your trading phase. This is where you trade, guys. Your trading phase. Just look at how big it is. Your trading phase. As you can see here. If you could look here, you see the market had so many price rejections. So like it's not healthy to trade to trade during such a session where like there's got uh so many rejections, because after a contraction phase we expect an expansion phase. Like the market is always moving like this: contraction, expansion, trading phase. Like that is your master pattern. Like it is always like that. And remember what I told you: always trade on your right. Always trade on your right. All right. So obviously we have on our left we have our contraction phase and our expansion phase. So what we do is wait for our trading phase. And then how do you know where your trading phase is coming by? All you do is you look, guys. You look for your trend. Remember, you identify your trend, identify your patterns. You move to your smaller time frames. And go look for your thing. All right. Let's go look for our thing, guys. Let's go look for our thing. All right. As you can see here, you could tell we have a left shoulder right here, and then this is our head. So you might enter immediately at your head here, because you can see that the market is actually at your by zooming out. Okay, let's zoom out and see. Why do we think this is a perfect chance to buy? By zooming out, you can tell that we have a support here. We have a support. Come on. We have a support right here, guys. We have our support. So it only makes sense for you to buy, alright? And as you can tell that the market here has been forming it's been ranging here, alright? So, and then you can tell every time, and then like we also trade a ranging trend, alright? So obviously it's been ranging, and then what's been happening on this ranging movement? Every time the market is at this level, what we've been doing, we've been buying, you see. So eventually it's a no-brainer, guys. Like it's as simple as that. As you can tell here, the market is at your support, and then eventually, as you can see, it is at your support, and again it is after your pardon me, and then again the market is after your expansion phase. See, your expansion phase has just completed, which is make it a perfect opportunity for you to buy. You wait for your second candle. This first candle that fails at your support, you might just leave it because you see there's a rejection. But as you move to a smaller time phase, you might find something there. You might see a perfect opportunity to enter your buy. And then your second candlestick, you wait for it. That's it. Where it opens, that's where you place your buying trade. All right. You see, we have a contraction, expansion, and trading phase. It is always like that. Let's look here. See, the market is being ranging. We might just call this our contraction phase. And then as you can see on our contraction phase, what happens here? The market lied to us, saying that the market might go down. But as you could look at it clearer, we have a flag here, which we might just say it's our bullish flag. All right. So obviously, what happens on your bullish flag? you always buy. All right, so your perfect entry was here. All right, you take your buy from here, you go up, and then you see we have another contraction phase here, and then let's look at it. Right here we have another contraction phase. Right here, our contraction phase, we have it, our contraction phase. And then what happened here, we have our what do we call it, expansion phase. Here we have it, our expansion phase. The market lied to saying the market is buying, and then what happens? The market went down, lied to you again. Why here did the market, why the market couldn't go down further? Because you can see that the market is at your support resistance line. So you cannot buy at your support resistance line. At least you should wait for it to break it, and then wait for a pullback and then enter. Yeah, it couldn't break it, and then if obviously here at our expansion, here we have our expansion. Why you couldn't buy? You could have sold. Those who sold obviously ate money to smaller time frames, and then obviously here this is where your movement ends, and then here is another opportunity to buy, but not so wise because it's your left side. Remember guys, with our no-brainer strategy, we focus on our right. All right, so you wait for your right. Let me clear the chart. Alright guys, us as no-brainer traders, our main patterns should be head and shoulders, double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, triple bottoms, all those, because they respect the trends, and like they have the left hand side and the right hand side, so they should be our main focus. Right, yes, we trade flags too as well, but our main focus should be at head and shoulders and double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, triple bottoms. Right, because they have those two sides. They have the left hand side and the right hand side, which is easy for us to spot and easy for us to kill. All right, so I think that's just it guys. All you guys need to do is study head and shoulders, double bottoms. I will make more videos emphasizing on them, so stay tuned guys. Take it easy, don't kill yourself. All right, take it a day as it comes. All right, keep on learning, practice on your demo, go live, blow some money, and then come back, learn guys. You will get there, trust me, I know all about it. All right, so it's all about practice guys. Practice. Look into those movements, and trust me, whenever you watch my video you will feel like I'm wasting your time, because you already know your thing. All right, so guys, that's what I'm telling y'all. We focus on head and shoulders and double bottoms. Can see this is our overall movement. Can see it's a inverse head and shoulders. We have our half here, and then remember we also look at our double tops and double bottoms. You see here on our head we have a left shoulder, a right shoulder here. We have our double bottom here, even if it's not so straight, it's not so aligned. So we have our left shoulder, we have our right shoulder. If you missed this from here, if you missed this from here, yeah, you can enter here at your right shoulder, because remember what we do guys, we always trade on our right hand side. Like I say guys, this video is over. All you guys need to do is go back to your drawing board and look on your head and shoulders and double bottoms and double tops. All of those, look at them guys, because that's what we trade as no-brainers. I will do more videos on it to emphasize it. So guys, I really hope you find this video informative. the little information I shared, I really hope you find it informative. I didn't waste any of your time. And please guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe and comment whatever you need me to get into. For now, we're just starting out. We are still a small channel, so please help us grow guys by subscribing to the channel. And then peace out guys. I love y'all. Peace.